Yo, welcome back to Prodigy. This is Rishabh here with another marathon video. I thought I was actually going to stop now, but in fact, we're going to continue with one last video before we end up starting to convert to podcasts and everything. We actually have just too much to do, and what I'm going to show you right here is basically a guide behind the scenes. So previous video we covered the VRoid Studio, and trying to import it over to Blender so that we can use it for Mixamo to produce animations. We ran into some issues because immediately the first problem was that we couldn't import our avatar, a created model from VRoid Studio, over into Blender because the file extension is not a good match. And apparently it's a common problem that a lot of people have. So we went for a guide, right? And we mentioned this in several of these tabs here on the side. This is Mixamo. So hi there, to upload your character to Mixamo, drag and drop your 3D character file in the drop zone. Need instructions, learn how to prepare your model, or read auto rigging basics. FBX, OBJ, zip, select character file or drop character file here. Make it your own, and so on and so forth. Then we had, of course, searching how to import VRoid to Blender. We had this query, we had these videos. Some of these are quite difficult to watch, but that's okay. We just wanted the information, and they definitely provided some hints. For example, this person here, Syafire, mentioned that basically you can go on GitHub and go for a file there that will be a Blender add-on or plugin that you install. Apparently they did it without compressing, without releasing from the zip file, so they didn't extract it. And then import VRoid model in 30 seconds. This one's more of a troll. This one here was just a joke at the end of the day. This is a pretty good one. Make sure I won't click the link though. And then we have another one here, which I don't even know. Anyways, there are a bunch of various different videos, and you can see some of them here as well. And ultimately, I don't want to sift through all these. Most of these seem like they're very, very unprofessional, and it's okay because I'm very unprofessional myself when it comes to this kind of stuff. So we ended up lucking out, and what we should do, actually, my bad, is I should leave some of these videos up and start commenting on them. But yeah, I should actually have left that browser tab open. So we'll just comment on several of these videos because they're relevant. But what we end up popping over to, so here's, yeah, we can comment down here. Here's one. This was a troll video, import VRoid model to Blender 30 seconds. The link is just a troll. This doesn't make sense anyways. Look at it, it's like a squash model. This one over here is more useful, Freedom Arts. But it's very hard to understand his accent. Sounds like he might be from Singapore or something, I'm not sure. So I didn't go through with it because his suggestion is to download his own Blender model, Blender version, over on his Google Drive. I don't want to reinstall Blender, and I don't think it'd be a safe thing to do. So the alternative is that we dropped over to these videos here, and I just took a big ass fart. White balance explained, and we found out that through a guide. Oh geez, it's not here anymore. It's not showing. Through a guide. So if I go over to a subreddit. Oh, there should be a tab. Moth joke popular, Attack on Titan, submit pics. No, I'm looking for the one on VRoid, the VRoid subreddit. So there you go, a list of helpful VRoid tutorial videos. Please check here. And here's a list of tutorials organized for my Discord. It gets updated quite often. And so I followed through to the link, and it brought me over to a Docs Google Drive thing. Okay, Docs Google Drive, and that's where it leads over to this tab over here. And so it's phenomenal. It's a great guide. I want to probably Oh, we have to request edit access. Can we save this? We can make a copy. Yeah. My computer is my drive. We can save it over here. So we can save the file, leave it over here, and make a copy. Let's just say 00, 0, I don't know, 23, something like that. And on saving the VRoid model, what we'd like to do now afterwards is, of course, somewhere down the line, we did a search find for VRoid Blender import. Okay. Adding accessories, spring bones, all that jazz. So import VRoid to Blender, and there's a video here, but it is from someone speaking Korean. Now it's not all that bad, honestly. We can probably make use of it. So that's where we're kind of leading off of. That's where the lead is. We're most likely going to follow through with this one, or follow through with the other video. I'm not sure. What we can get rid of in the meantime, I noticed that the video here is, we're at what, 6 minutes in, and I noticed, oh, okay. So what we can do is hop over to some extra tabs we can get rid of that are also production related. So we covered white balance quite some time ago, and we just didn't cover the tabs. So this is community.zoom.com, and we wanted to ask about white balance and stuff like that. So do you mind sharing what kind of Logitech software you have installed for your camera? Because depending on it, you can actually turn off the auto balance through the graphic user interface, the GUI, that way, the GUI, if you want to call that. Zoom moderator. Okay, looking forward to response. Additionally, okay, so here's the problem. The problem every time I start my video for a meeting or even the video settings, my camera becomes very red because Zoom changes my white balance. Logitech HD Cam C510. I open the Logitech video settings app. Notice two things happen. Turn on my camera on Zoom. Auto is unchecked next to a white balance setting. Set to 0, so on and so forth. Troubleshooting. Touch up my appearance. Adjust for low light. Use hardware acceleration. That's not part. Okay. Anyways, we'll get rid of that. Just a Zoom troubleshooting thread. Ultimately, it wasn't all that helpful. We also talked about Smolink. So we have the Smolink webcam, and this was actually just a product I realized now. I mentioned was just because it was COVID-19 and the pandemic, everyone stayed inside, so they capitalized on the market. Smolink actually creates and manufacture, well, I don't know if they manufacture, but they supply and sell retail cables, so USB cables, and they only at ever one point sold a webcam. So I don't have any support for it, and it was dirt cheap. It was like $25, but again, there's no support for it, and there's no graphic user interface. Probably one of those things you got from China and so on and so forth. Amazon Smolink releases VoIP equipment, electronics, all that jazz. Ask what is the best 2K camera, and we're not going to go any further. Video review. Okay, that's great. We can probably comment on this. It's a 1 minute 7 second review. Yeah. So, we're experiencing some issues, technical issues. So we'll definitely save that video. We'll leave it there if we want to comment on it. But we can get rid of the Smolink log. Sorry guys, it's just a visual crash. The computer went all black, and so that's all it did. Okay, so we'll comment on this guy. He seems like a genuine person, down-to-earth person. Game of Thrones on the side there. So we went and checked Smolink. So here's on Amazon.com. Smolink, home, new releases, Cat 8 Ethernet cable, nylon Cat 8 Ethernet cable. Alright, featuring Cat 8 high-speed flat, HDMI cable, network cable, bulk cable, basically all cables. That's what Smolink's all about. It's not about webcams or anything of that sort. Close that. They had new releases as well. I didn't check it, but you know, get the idea. Here we actually went and searched it, of course, to see the products. Pretty cheap. I mean, it's not cheap. It's quite expensive, honestly. Looking for the cables here. $14 to $57, $27 to $137. Obviously, the difference between brand new and used also condition and clearly what kind of specificity it's for. So high-speed network internet access cable, 2000 megahertz, 20 gigabyte per second, something like that. Reviews are pretty stellar for all of these, 87%, I mean 83%. So 4.7 out of 5. All three of these, very high ratings. Okay, put that aside. Next one, Amazon CA, Microsoft microphone privacy, streaming, computer teaching. This is the actual webcam that we purchased, again from Smolink, but they don't sell it anymore. Currently unavailable, and it hasn't been available since like 2021. They were just trying to capitalize on the market of capturing all that jazz about people wanting to do live streaming, all that stuff. Customer questions, answers. Yes, this is a 10180p webcam, tested and so on and so forth. Q&A, how I can adjust the stand webcam. How long is the USB cord webcam? Can I use this webcam with USB-C, USB-A converter on a tablet? And you can see a lot of webcams look very similar here. The Logitech C930, C270, Nexigo EMET 1080p. Customer reviews are pretty low, 3.8 out of 5. After making necessary adjustments, sound volume, you had to literally put your mouth. So the audio is really bad, but I never bought it for the audio. Okay. Anyways, the point is we couldn't find throughout any of these blogs or on Smolink, Amazon, a way, or on Bing search, any way to adjust the white balance through its own interface. So manage cameras with camera settings, Windows 11. We tried to figure out if we could use the laptop itself and the camera settings. Select start, but it was pretty, I'll just tell you, basically there was no good news from this. We were not able to troubleshoot from this. Instead, the good news came from actually just downloading a third-party software, which is exactly why we had Webcamoid and Youcam Cyberlink. So how to make any webcam look better. Okay. Let me see if there's any more things here related to it. Yes, we do. We have Cyberlink right here. So this is the blog that I was talking about, where I was recommending all the different webcam softwares. So free webcam software, PC 2023. Youcam is the best overall. There's the ratings. Let me see how much time we have here, because I noticed that this is going to be quite a long video. Oh shoot, 12 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes, all right. Number 1, right? Video effect filters, beautification tools, skin smoothing, AR makeup, smart face login, logout features. Looking for the best all-around free webcam software. Highly recommend this. Cons, not available on Mac. Brushes, tools, incredibly user-friendly even if you have no experience with webcam software. What I don't like about this is that it is a trial, a freemium trial. Webcamoid is best for lighting adjustment. So this one here, 9 out of 10 rating. Tools and effects, price is free. Desktop screen capture, virtual webcam, adjust aperture settings. Let me see here. They have to mention here that it's gotta be paid, but for some reason they don't mention. Right, subscription plan available for $4 per month. So it's apparently really cheap. That's probably why they rated it so high. Anyways, lack of default, not updated regularly. Okay. And then Minicam, it goes further down below. This one's very expensive. We just ignore it. NVIDIA here, broadcast AI enhanced software. Obviously, you need a NVIDIA graphics card. Don't have that. And then goes further down, Magic Camera, and these just start to look more spammy. Logitech Capture, that one I had to make a purchase. Not gonna do that. So yeah, ultimately that's it. Okay, so what are the best top 5 application software to change the camera app settings? So we start to luck out at this point, right? At this point, we went on to figure out, we went down here, how to manage webcam settings, Windows 11. And we found out, of course, we could download Cyberlink Youcam. Not sure where it is. Manage cameras, Windows 11, Windows 10. How to make any webcam look better. Quick tips changing webcam. And then 15 best apps. And so on and so forth. We just blanked out again. So we're going to close this as well, because somehow we went over to a blog that showed us Webcamoid. Right, that was the previous blog. Clicked on Youcam, Cyberlink, and Webcamoid, Came over here, download the blog, downloads, doc support, donates. Obviously went to donate, right? Downloads for installable app image, portable, virtual camera driver, download for Mac, for Windows, and we download for Windows, obviously, with the latest changes. I very much like the website. It's very user-friendly. Take pictures, record videos, all that stuff, and powered by Pelican. A great website. I like the neon night vision theme. The ultimate webcam suite. Okay, very nice. Blog. Okay. Master GUI, exploit bugs, so on and so forth. Close this one as well, because we already have it. And then welcome with the ultimate webcam suite, very at the very top, github.io. What does Webcamoid do? Take pictures, record video with the webcam, manages multiple webcams written in C++ and Qt. Full-featured multi-platform webcam suite. Okay. Of course, the funny thing is, if we do this, we'd end up having to swap this over for OBS Studio again. It'd just be more work, honestly. So I don't feel like doing that at all. What might be helpful though is, for example, right now we're using the Youcam, and instead of using Youcam here, what we can do, and let's play the thank you animation appreciation. What we can do is we can switch the program source, the display source over from Cyberlink Youcam, and swap it over for Webcamoid instead. So we won't have the same effects, unfortunately, but at least we will have a whole new suite, and it will be a whole lot less taxing on the computer for sure. We'll definitely try that out off stream. We have to switch while the video is no longer recording. We can't do it while recording. Okay, back to backdrop. Okay, so that's GitHub here, and we'll try that out. That's a repository. How many more we have here regarding webcams? So we have here Cyberlink itself, of course. Video calls upscaled. Buy now or download free. $3.33, but obviously we're using our own currency, so it costs more. You can swap the background. You can see it very nice. You can make yourself look sharp. It's like what they call the beautification effects, right? Removes the wrinkles, all that jazz. Popular video conferencing platforms like Zoom and Google Meet are supported in Microsoft Teams, so you can get it now, and even use it for creating content on Twitch and so on and so forth. This is just a marketing landing page, obviously. Okay. Auto zoom face tracking, stay positioned no matter where you go, and get the most of your battery charge. Okay. Direct zone. So, last but not least, I think this is where we can end off most of the stuff on the webcam effects. So on Youcam, you can click a link when you go over to the settings, right? And that allows you to follow a link over here where you have all these interesting different downloadable templates. These are all scenes and filters of that sort, so we can make use of them. Same thing down here. And then over here on the right hand side, another tab here. And this one was doing with props. So 3D props that can mask your face. Chinese opera mask, carnival mask, jester hat, Viking hat, all this stuff. Uncle Sam Independence Day. It's a throwback to Maple Story. Pumpkin hat. Okay, so that's, I think, everything that we can cover for the webcam, and I'm very happy and pleased to say that we're done with that stuff. So we knocked off probably like 20 tabs there, and I think that's a good place to close it. So thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead, get a drink, refill the water. We have at least 7 videos to upload, transfer into podcasts, put